I'm Tommy Lee, and this is the Scam of the Week. Jan Diaz is joining us from the Better Business Bureau for Northern Indiana. Jan, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you, Tommy?
I'm well, thank you. And what have you got for us today?
Yeah, so today we're talking about a sneaky scam where con artists pretend to be your boss. And this is usually through text messages or email. It's been catching a lot of people off guard because it feels so real.
Yeah, I could see where that would be an issue, and I have experienced that. We had a run of a couple of years, actually, where we kept getting fake emails claiming to be from our CEO, and they were not. A lot of us are used to getting texts or emails from the boss, so a lot of people probably fall for this approach.
That's right. And when scammers pretend to be someone in authority, like your boss, or a local or government authority, people tend to trust them. So what's happening is, though, people are losing money and exposing some sensitive company data, mistakenly believing they're helping someone who is not the person that they think they are.
All right, so break this down for us. How does this work?
You get a text or email that seems like it's from your boss, but the number or email address is unfamiliar. And at this point, we know that the scammer knows your name, they know your boss's name, and they know where you work, because a lot of that information, you can look it up on a website. So this feels convincing because they make it seem like it's an emergency. And it may say something like, "Hi, Tommy, I'm tied up in a conference right now, but let me know if you get this text. Thanks." And it's signed with your boss's name. So it appears to be legitimate. If you reply to the text, you'll be asked to do a quick task or a favor. This could be purchasing gift cards for a client or wiring funds to another business. And in some cases, the scammer may ask you to send personal information to someone. So they often give a convincing reason to carry out this request. But no matter how believable the reason sounds, always double check by contacting your boss first before taking any action. So the scammers are trying to get you to act urgently without thinking things through, and they're using your desire to be a good employee to con you out of what they want, money and/or sensitive information.
So, Jan, how do people protect themselves from falling for these not your boss email scams?
Yeah, great question. So how to protect yourself? The first thing is don't trust unsolicited messages from unfamiliar numbers. So if your boss regularly communicates with you via text, save their phone number in your contact list. And then don't respond to potential impersonators reaching out from a different number. Be wary of unusual requests because your boss, if your boss has never asked you to buy gift cards before, even if the request comes from a number you've saved, think twice about it. Scammers can potentially clone phone numbers, and they might have hijacked your boss's number to target the boss's employees. So personally double check with your boss. If a request comes through from a strange number or it just doesn't sound right, call or email your boss first and use their real contact information rather than replying to the message. It's always better to double check than to rush and be scammed. Plus, your boss will want to know if they are being impersonated so they can warn other employees and take the proper actions to protect the company. And then if you suspect a scam, then don't reply at all. That's another thing. If you're certain it's a scammer, don't respond. By replying, that can let the scammer know they have an active phone number. And with that information, it could leave you vulnerable to future and other attacks. Instead, block the number and delete the message. That's the best way to stay safe.
And if it came in the form of an email or on a company phone, also reach out to your company's IT person. Let them know what's going on, because there are steps that they can take to make sure that not just you, but everyone in the office is secure. And there are ways to fight back against these messages and get them blocked. So always make sure your IT people are in the loop as well.
That's absolutely right. And whether you've lost money or not, just be sure to report it to the FTC at reportfraud.gov, and also report it to BBB Scam Tracker at bbb.org/scam tracker.
All right. Jan Diaz from the Better Business Bureau for Northern Indiana. It's always a pleasure, my dear, and we will talk to you again very soon.
Likewise. Sounds good, Tommy. Thank you.
Podcasts by Federated Media.